reminder that we survived 365 days of bad decisions.
Yeah, we did it!
Let's make some more bad choices and see if we come out on the other end during What's on Your Mind as we find out what questionable things the show's been thinking about lately. Starting with Brooke. Brooke, what's on your mind?
Ooh, well, I had a lovely holiday break. We went to Mexico.
Wow.
Yes, but it's my first time ever staying at an all-inclusive timeshare sitch.
Oh, wow.
Right?
I've always wondered how the all-inclusive thing works.
Yeah, I got a buddy who likes to work some deals, and you have to do the 90-minute presentation in order to get the cheap rate.
Do they get free drinks at the presentation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, of
Thank
course.
God.
They want you to lube up a little bit,
Yeah,
right?
they sign the deal.
So the first thing we do is we meet this lovely man and we give him $100. And we say, listen.
Wait, what?
Smart.
Yeah.
I like where you're going.
Yeah, we're like, we want to keep this as short as possible.
Yeah.
We're not going to buy, just get us through it.
Please.
Okay?
Yeah.
So we're sitting at a breakfast table with him, and then he starts talking about the resort, and my best friend who's with us goes, is this when the 90 minutes starts? Does it start right now? So she starts a stopwatch. So already we're a lot to handle, right?
yeah.
This tour guy.
You've
made a
bribed
presence.
him already, and you've already criticized how long his
Your timing
presentation
Then,
is.
when we get taken up to the other room for the big bosses to do the sell, we also give him a box of chocolates.
There's a lot of goodies.
Wow,
Yes. That's when he realizes who I am.
He knows.
Apparently, he loves our show.
Oh, God.
He listens all the time. He found us on TikTok. He's
Let's
on the
go.
podcast.
Okay.
So we're in the room with the big bosses, and now he's like, yo, this girl's famous. And he's getting every one of his people to come over and talk to me.
They're like, we never get rich people at a timeshare. This is awesome.
And that's what I have to let him know, that I am the cheapest famous person that they will ever meet.
Well, you just gave them $100 before it even started.
Chocolates.
Yeah.
Fine chocolates.
So am I the owner of a timeshare?
Are you?
Are you?
Hell no.
Oh, wow. And now
Yeah.
everybody in Mexico knows that we're the cheapest show ever, too.
That's right.
Thanks a lot, bro.
That's right, but we give chocolates.
Jose, what's been on your mind?
Well, over vacation, I went to Disneyland with my sister. And being a foodie, one of the top things I was looking forward to was this character buffet dinner that we bought tickets for, right?
Being a foodie and a 7-year-old at heart.
Totally.
You
And
both.
this one was super fancy. We're talking crab claws, prime rib, ham, prawns.
I love that Disney has given up on kids and focusing only on
I was
adults.
gonna say.
They know what the
yeah,
mind's at.
this is a character dinner, so it's all kids, and then there's me.
Okay.
And I literally ate so much, more than I've ever eaten, like on any Thanksgiving, like in heaven at
It
Disneyland.
sounds
Okay.
really, really good.
It's amazing. So after this, my sister gets me in line for a ride called Soarin'.
Oh, no.
And she's like, I've never
Oh,
been
the
on
one
it.
where you soar over the California adventure?
Okay, yeah. So you guys know about it. So when we're in line,
Oh, you're gonna-
she's trying to tell me about it. And I'm already starting to feel sick. Like, I'm like, oh, my stomach hurts. Like, I'm
Yeah.
getting nauseous. And she's like, by the way, they're going to put us up in the air and our feet are going to dangle. And I'm like, oh, no.
You're really good with heights.
And I'm not. Anyway, we're almost about to get onto the ride, and I'm like, I'm sorry, can I get off the ride?
No.
Like, as they're about to seat us,
That's a ride that's too scary.
So, what happens when you say no to a ride? I've never experienced this.
What?
You have to do a walk of shame. I had to walk all the way reverse past all the people I just passed in line with my lightning lane pass.
Yeah, and all the kids are pointing and
And
laughing.
so there's kids and everyone, and there's people like, hey, it's not that scary, buddy. And I'm just walking with my sister, like, in shame. So I'm completely humiliated, but I am glad that I skipped because I rode it the next day, and I definitely would have thrown up all over a bunch of people.
Okay, redemption.
So,
That's good. Hey, you don't always listen to your gut.
yes, and dinner was great, by the way.
That's Satan.
You big wuss. Okay. Alexis, what's been on your mind?
So, you guys may have seen, I am dying to hear
Yeah,
this.
we know what's
I
coming.
was in another car accident. I told everyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we talked about all my dreams.
But this one was not my fault.
You weren't driving?
Okay.
What?
You weren't driving?
No, I was driving, but it
Okay.
wasn't my fault. It was a Tesla that hit me, and now it's stuck in the middle of the road. And fun fact about Teslas, nobody knows how to move them when the airbags come out.
Yeah, and they shut
The airbags came out. His airbags came out. And
That's scary.
So he walks away. He's on the phone. So here I am standing with the witness and a Tesla that's now blocking the road.
Okay.
And so cars start to come by, and the people are not happy.
Oh, they think it's you.
So people are unrolling their windows, screaming at me to move my car out of the road.
Oh.
And I wish I made that much money. My car is totaled down the street. This isn't even my car. I call the police to come. They say they how to move Teslas.
What?
And it seems like the Tesla owner was such a nice guy and really helped you out.
Yes,
Yeah,
he was
what a
busy.
gentleman. Oh
And
my
so, yeah,
gosh.
and then finally someone opened the window and told me I'm going to pay for any damages that cause their car when they drive over the Tesla parts in the road.
Oh, yeah.
And that they will come for me.
Yeah,
And
everyone
so-
wants your money.
Yeah, so everybody yelled at me, even though it wasn't my fault for once.
Did you learn it's better to be your fault or not your fault?
I don't know. At that point, at least my car would have been movable if it was the one at fault. You know?
Like, I didn't even get a parking brake on my car.
Yeah. So, anyways, I do need rides though for the time being.
Alexis.
Anybody?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Jeffrey, what's on your mind?
Well, if you know anything about me, my attention to detail sometimes a little bit lacking.
Yeah, what were you paying for 4 years that you didn't remember?
I think a lot of things.
Well,
Yeah.
I
doesn't remember.
knew I was going to go on a trip, so I went to the airport early to get clear. And when I got there,
Oh, yeah.
I realized I'd already
yeah,
had
already
clear for
had it.
several years.
Oh, so
That's
you
right.
were Costco, right? Didn't you have
Yeah.
Costco too?
Oh, yeah, my Costco card.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was already done.
You pay so much money for stuff you don't even know.
And so now I'm on to my vacation. I went to Mexico.
Oh, you did
and
too?
Oh, did you say hi to Brooke?
I did remember my passport.
Oh.
Yay!
So,
the
score
that
one
you
for me.
Yeah.
Also lost once and tried to pay it again.
Yes,
Yeah.
that I already had. Yep, I had it,
Yeah.
brought it with me.
Okay.
When I got down to the resort, though, I went to pay for my first drink.
Yeah.
And I realized, oh, God, I left my entire wallet at home.
What?
No!
I don't have any money.
What?
Or credit cards or anything.
And I know you
Everything
don't
was
even have
gone.
Apple Pay set up.
I do not have Apple Pay, no.
Happened.
And it happened because I didn't give myself the traditional 3-pocket pat down
Yep.
before you leave the house.
Yep.
Keys
I
on the
don't
phone.
do any pat down, and I remember my credit card where I
I highly recommend patting yourself down wherever you go.
I'm guessing you weren't at a timeshare all-inclusive like me where you could just get free drinks.
I was at a timeshare all-inclusive, but I skipped the meeting
Oh,
like a grown-up.
no.
So
That gets you charged so much money.
Yeah, you get a lot of money.
they can't charge me if I don't have my credit card. So friends have to cover me for the entire trip. I'm like, another round of cervezas. You got this one, right, bro? Yep. So
Dude, that is so typical of you.
Yeah.
Have you paid your friends back?
I owe people a lot of money.
Yeah.
They pay.
I'm gonna get to it, but I am gonna be better this year. That is
No,
my
you're
vow. New and improved attention to detail, Jeff.
Okay.
Forgot your wallet.
That's what's on our minds. Text in 78592. Tell us what's been
Oh
on
my
yours.
God.
It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.